Okay, so I'm knocking on the door, checking the sign to see if I need to put on any PPE clothing. I'm entering the room. Hello, I'm Abby. Hello, Dawn. I'm Abby. I'm your CNA. Today we'll be undressing and dressing you. I will ask my patient to see the wristband, ask them when their birthday is to make sure that the birthdays match and that the names match. I'm going to close the curtain and raise the bed for correct body mechanics. I'm going to lower the bed rail on my patient's weak side and cover them with a bath blanket and place the top linens at the bottom of the bed. So there's different ways to remove garments depending on where the opening is, the front or the back, or if you have to pull it overhead. So first I will be talking about when the garment is connected in the back. So I'm going to make sure my patient is in supine position, and I'm going to raise the head and the shoulders, and I'm going to undo the buttons, zippers, ties, whatever's keeping the shirt together, and I'm going to bring the sides of the garment to the side of my patient. I'm going to remove the garment from the strong side first and then the weak side. And then if the garment is open in the back, I'm going to make sure my patient's head and shoulders are raised. I'm going to undo the zippers, ties or buttons, and I'm going to remove it from the weak side, and then I'm going to remove it from the strong side and then the weak side. And then if it's a pullover garment, I'm going to make sure that my patient's head and shoulders are raised. I'm going to undo any buttons or zippers or ties, and I'm going to remove it from the strong side first, over the neck, and then over the head, and then I'm going to remove it from the weak side. And then if I'm removing pants, I'm going to make sure I take the shoes and the socks off first. I'm going to undo my patient's button or zipper or Velcro, whatever is keeping the pants together. I'm going to make sure my patient is in supine position. I'm going to remove the belt, and then my patient is going to raise their butt while I remove the pants from the hips, over the butt, and then down over the ankles and the feet. And then now I'm going to dress my patient. So if it's open in the back, I'm going to slide the garment on the shoulder or the arm and the shoulder of the weak side, and then I'm going to slide the garment on the arm and the shoulder of the strong side. I'm going to make sure my patient's head and shoulders are raised. I'm going to bring one side of the garment to the back, and then I'm going to have my patient turn away from me to bring the other side in. I'm going to button the buttons, zipper the zippers or ties, and make sure my patient is in supine position. And then if the garment is open in the front, I'm going to slide the garment on the arm and the shoulder, and then I'm going to make sure the head and shoulders are raised and bring the garment onto the other side. So first it's the weak side and then the strong side, same as the front, or same as if it was in the back. Then I'm going to fasten the button and the zippers. And then if it's a pullover shirt that I'm putting on, I'm going to slide the arm onto the weak side, and then I'm going to make sure my patient's head and neck are raised. I'm going to bring the garment over the head and the neck, and then I'm going to put my patient's strong arm in the other side of the garment. And then if I'm putting on pants, I'm going to slide the pants over the feet and the legs, and I'm going to have my patient raise their hips again, and I'm going to pull over the pants onto over the butt and the hips. I'm going to put on socks, non-skid shoes, and making sure that the socks are comfortable, they're smooth, there's no ruffleness. I'm going to zipper the pants, button them if needed, and then I'm going to help my patient get out of bed, or if the person stays in bed, I'm going to cover them, and then I'm going to remove the bath blanket. Then I'm going to ask my patient if they're comfortable, if they need anything else from me today. I'm going to place the call light next to them, lower the bed for to be safe and comfortable. I'm going to, depending on the care plan, if the bed rails are raised or if they're lowered, I'm going to remove the privacy screen. I'm going to check the room for safety to make sure that there's nothing that can harm my patient, like sharp objects, mouthwash, toothpaste, nail clippers, etc. And then I'm going to follow the policy on how to discard of the used clothing. I'm going to wash my hands, and then I'm going to leave the room to report and record my observations.